Hey everyone, this is Darth Angelo 13, aka Angelo, and continuing my Let's Play of Doom Eternal. Last episode we got our introduction down. Killed one of the Hell Priests, aka Deag Nilox, and journeyed our way through Hell on Earth, pretty much. Just a portion of it, just looking hellish and all that. And now we're going to a place called Exultia, which will be
The portal is activated and ready when you are.
To get a Celestial Locator to find the other priests. Which, there are only two more left. Those being Deag Ranak and Deag Grav. Nothing much to say other than let's go ahead and go through. And once we have the Celestial Locator, we can actually have access to the other portions of this hub world here, the Fortress of Doom. To put an end to the demonic consumption of Earth, the Hell Priests must be eliminated. Following the death of Deag Nilox, the remaining two Hell Priests have gone missing. He must return to Exultia, forsaken city of Sentinel Past, to acquire the device necessary to locate the remaining priests and save Earth. Exultia. Oh. We're at Argent D'Nur. Look at that. I'm so glad we are getting to pilot this thing here in the next game. Dark Ages is going to be lit next week. Yeah. So there's a Titan. That's permanently dead. What else? Oh, what's that? There's life here. That's why I came down here. Getting a special ability on this level, so hopefully... Yeah, so this is like the unconsumed parts of Argent D'Nur, so we actually get to see what it looked like. Ain't it cool? It's like a moon there. Zombies. Yeah, I'm trying to get the music to actually play something here. The ambience in this and Sentinel Prime is like not Sentinel Prime. Argent D'Nur is really good. Exultia, translation from the Legra Soltagenta, Book of Kings. What treachery comes from our darkest selves, driven by greed and want, for I have been deceived by the Deag. They came north with the priests, as allies to our cause against the Khan Maker and our unscrupulous methods. Their silvery tongues wagging, they laid a plan for us and sowed the seeds of desire for hasty triumph. They claimed knowledge of the Maker's source of power in the demon realm, a vast foundry of souls, where the innocent are put to the fire for the essence. And the foundry's destruction, our victory is assured. They told us, and the fools that we were, that I am, believed their lives. On the word, we sent the Doomslayer and the Night Sentinels to destroy the foundry, and the priests cast a gate for their egress. As the last veteran entered the demon's empire, our final hope of reclaiming our dominion, the Deag closed the path and left them stranded. They were trapped, lost in the eternal void by the action of the traitors. How could I not see their intention? Am I blinded by grief for the loss of Tarsnabad, of my people? We have fled again, with barely a legion of the Night Sentinels left to protect us. The Deag are gone. Return to the mistress. May the race forgive my failure. Yeah, so that actually ties into how the Slayer actually was in hell and got trapped in this coffin, actually. So that's actually pretty cool to know. We got a fight here. I see that. Ooh, we got a gargoyle, a new enemy. They're basically just like flying imps, basically. Oh, hello. There we go. But it's not yet over. It's our buddy, the Hell Knight. Yeah, it's our old friend, the Hell Knight. The Hell Knight, warrior beast among demons, has earned its place over the millennia in service of the eternal archdemons. As opposed by the sovereign houses, Hell Knights have long served as barbaric enforcers of the Netherworld, impelling lesser demons by way of brutality. Rare among demonkind for its innate regard for primal orders of hierarchy, the Hell Knight exhibits adherence to the prevailing rule of its demon lord masters, requiring little compulsion on behalf of its highborn masters. Hell Knights readily serve the elder hell gods for the extent of their lifespans, reaping great satisfaction in the way of war and desecration. Yeah, so we're getting like new class of demons called the Archdemons, which are below the Dark Lord. And trust me, we'll be meeting the Dark Lord soon enough. Later on. Oh yeah, the Hell Knights actually look different in Eternal. They basically look the same as they were in 2016, and by extension Doom 3, but they now have eyes. Ain't that cool? Like I said, they looked way different in... Ooh, we got a new ability. Unique to Eternal. Blood Punch. Here's your little tutorial here on how to do it. And... one single punch. One single punch was the way to go. And you get glory kill demons, and you'll get the blood punch right back. Oh, runes. Yeah, so they changed how the runes work. Yeah, I need this. Air control, I need that. And since we got a rune, we don't have to do rune trials. Ain't that cool? Actually, hold on. Did I have any upgrades? I don't have any weapon upgrades? What the heck? This whole time? Anyways, let's get up here. Extra life. Still have everyone's day. Me, I'm... Oh. Listen closely to this. If you played Doom 1, you'll know that's actually the end music if you completed a chapter or episode. It's a nice little callback to that. Arachnotron. Yeah, I love the ambience in these worlds. In Argent D'Nur, the ambience is really good. I love it. So enough of that. And yes, you do run out of ammo pretty quickly. And I don't have to actually, like, grind out, certain runes. So, as I was saying, I'm doing okay, at least. Man. Got a lot of personal stuff to take care of, you know what I mean? Oh! Did not mean to do that. But at least that's a good thing, you don't actually die immediately if you fall. Wait, where's the cat go? There you are. Oh yeah. So yeah, this is your tutorial for how the weapon upgrades. So here's what I'll do here. Okay, the reload speed, I need to actually increase that. And as for the micro missiles, instant reloader. Yeah, I can't wait for next week for the Dark Ages. But like I said, I'm gonna play it off camera so that I can avoid the spoilers. And then once I finish up this LP, I'll be doing the LP on Dark Ages. And that includes the DLCs. Okay, so I can't get there yet because I don't have a special thing that you get in this level. Hold on, why was I missing anything? Ah, it's a codex here. Alright, I'll go over here. The Wolf. Argenta legends speak of sentinel beasts, loyal creatures that lived as companions of the hardened warriors. Often larger, swifter, and stronger than others of their kind, these animals shared instincts with their masters and aided them in battle. The Night Sentinels never shared publicly the origin of these creatures, for only they stood worthy of them. Yeah, so it's like about that wolf beast, whatnot. So they are origins of... So they are part of Argent D'Nur after all. Was I missing anything else? Yeah, we'll get that later. Because we do backtrack a bit here. Yeah, these guys will show up later, but not in a friendly way. And what I mean by that, we'll see later. Wait. That looks familiar, doesn't it? A little symbol there. I see that codex there. Get something down there, but we'll get to it later. Codex entry. History of the Sentinels, Part 1. This is going to be interesting. Translation from the Ligra Soltagenta, Book of Kings. In the days before man first spoke, an immense shard of rock and metal was cast onto the world from the heavens. Thunder and cataclysm shook the land as the skies were torn asunder. The cosmic spear cleft a hole through our mortal lands, pole to pole, from the cold wastes of the umbral plains to the fetid swamps of Ironfang. The womb of the world opened, and the elemental wraiths, the firstborn, spilled forth. They took to the skies, fierce in their emancipation. In their exultation, they've brought vitality to the land, and all that felt their breath were awakened from eternal slumber. Fierce beasts and an unforgiving biosphere rose in the passing of their shadow as the wraith call echoed across Argent D'Nur. First came the ancestrals, feral creatures invigorated by the magic of the wraiths. They grew to enormous heights, mighty behemoths who waged war with each other for years untold. Their battles tore the land asunder and destroyed all creation caught in their wake. The wraith call continued to spread across the land, and soon the Argenta emerged from the steppes, our souls stirred into form by the power of their breath. The Titans towered over the wild-blooded tribes, but found them uncowed. The secret of the sword was discovered, and in the darkness of sweltered mountain forges we beat steel until it was strong enough to pierce bone and sever flesh. Thus we came to be, born of rock and fire, lowly in birth but risen by the strength of our will. By the blessedness of the first ones, we forged sword and shield and took the hammer to the ancestrals. We claimed dominion of creation by right of blood and magic, and the time of man came to be. With the ancestral beasts driven back to their bleak valleys we rose. We tilled the fertile land, husband beasts of burden, and built towering cities. And the hallowed palace on the obsidian throne we crowned King Ormero the Father, the first of the line that shall reign in perpetuity. Okay, so I'm gonna continue reading here, but Ormero is actually a reference. King Ormero is actually supposed to be a reference to John Romero, one of the creators of Doom, one of the three creators of Doom, mind you. We built the Cathedral of Reflection to worship the first ones and formed the Order of the Deag, whose priests pay tribute to the wraiths and appease their tempestuous hunger. Our sons and daughters chose the path of the sword or the path of the alchemist, for each duty honors the gods. Though our ways were righteous, we were not without strife. Storms and great quakes cast our spires down. Barbaric tribes laid siege to our fields in search of the great gifts Mother Argenta had bestowed upon our world, and the song of the wraith call threatened to drive lesser men into madness. We were not lesser men. We defended that which the first ones gifted to us, our lands and right to the bounty held within. We beat back the barbarian hordes and hardened our resolve. We rose above the fire, our bodies and souls tempered, and an unbreakable will was shaped in the forge of battle. What emerged was the heart of our legion, the Order of the Night Sentinels. Yeah, so here's the image that came with it. Those flying beasts there are the wraiths that we saw in Doom 2016. And that right there is Argent D'Nur, the planet there. In fact, we get to see this sphere that was actually impaled into the world in one of the DLCs. Yeah, so we got a new ability, the dash ability. So this is important to the Eternals gameplay. You gotta be kidding me. There we go, that's what I wanted to get. I did get the rune that actually has it recharge faster. God, I love this game. I love the lore about Sentinel not Sentinel Prime. I keep saying that word. Spoiling location. Argent D'Nur. I love the lore about Argent D'Nur.
Cannot kill the priests. You know our laws. Despite their transgressions against the Covenant, they are still of Sentinel blood. What you interfere with now is bigger than you can imagine. It is written, It is their time to give penance. If you continue, you will bring down the heavens' wrath. You are but one man. They are no longer your people to save.
Oof. Yeah, so we'll get to see him in the Dark Ages. Yeah, I knew that was there, so extra life. Where would you go now? Oh yeah, Codex. Oh yeah, it's more about King Navik. Vega Dead entry. King Navik ruled over Sentinel Prime for many years as its warrior patriarch, ordained protector of the sovereign Sentinel worlds, the Sentinel people, defined by a legacy of war, deemed only those of warrior caste befit to rule, and in times of battle, it is expected that the king lead from the battlefield rather than from the safety of the throne. As it is written in Sentinel law, a king unfit for battle is likewise unfit to rule. For millennia, the Sentinel people have secured their civilization against the threat of invasion from beast and human alike, passing on the mantle of battle to each subsequent generation and refining the craft of war into an art of ultimate mastery. Even in times of peace, the Night Sentinels remain vigilant, developing new technologies of conquest, each the more capable of securing their dominion across the sovereign worlds. Yeah, so that's actually cool to know that they choose their kings based on how strong they are over like, you know, it's basically kind of like the Vikings. Like I said, they're basically space Vikings. Yeah, just ignore that record noise there. Is that another one? It is. Uh-oh. I was low on health. Where you going, buddy? Yeah, see, he has eyes. There we go. So we got that there, but so we gotta go over here for this little thing over here. Secret encounters. Oh! Alright, there we go. Oh, man, that was tough. Actually, let me check something. Love you too, sissy. I will enjoy ripping and tearing indeed.
This Sentinel battery can be used to provide additional power to your ship. Several modules remain unused. Finding more batteries will enable you to utilize the full functions of your command station.
Yes. That's so cool right there. Alright, before we go in here... Okay, so I got everything here, so we can actually move on to this portal. And we're in hell. Ah, the Revenant. Ah, it won't be a Doom game without a Revenant. Actually, They didn't appear until Tomb 2, so yeah. So now you can shoot off their missile packs. Yeah, so we're in hell now, so that's starting early. Goodbye. Is that all of them? There we go. That's all of them now. Yeah, so we're in hell now. Looks actually like hell. Oh my goodness. All that fire and lightning and just, oh. So technically this is a hell level, so yeah. There's a secret down here. I don't know how to get to it. Oh, there's a hole down there, okay. I see your tricks. Let me get a good look at that hole. Yeah, there's a hole down there. I think I know where it is, too. Yeah, it's like right there. Let's see. Ooh. Get purple sludge, that slows me down. I know what's in here, too. Always, it never fails to jump me. And yes, there are different variants of those, you know. Ooh, weapon mod. So I don't have enough for that, I think. Heat blast, microwave beam. I'll buy heat blast.
There is a Sentinel power core nearby. You can use it to activate the mech and clear a path forward.
Righty-ho, Vega. Yeah. So I wonder why there was a portal to hell. Oh, that's right, they use portals to get to hell. And their wars. Right. Yeah, they just didn't know it was a glow, so you just gotta punch it. Ah! At Doom's Gate. So it's a classic music you can play within the Fortress of Doom, which is the main hub world of this game. Yeah, we're definitely gonna be exploring more of hell later. I mean, as per Doom's tradition. Yeah, it actually looks like what many people would consider hell. Codex. Ah, quick scoping. I see. History of the Night Sentinels. Let's get a look at the image. Oh, I wonder who that is. In the center there. So let's view the context. Translation from the Ligra Soltagenta Book of Kings. At the time of grief, when King Etrex took the throne, a blessing came to the people of Argenta. White porcelain beings from a world above our own brought gifts to D'Nur. Observers to our great deeds, admirers of our convictions, they sought to make bond with our swords and bring lasting order to our world. These were beings unlike any we had seen before. Sword and shield had no weight against them, for the ethereal flesh of these luminous beings seemed unbound by mortality. Able to move through time and space, they held sway over all dominions of the known and unknown dimensions. Through their ways we grew stronger, our society bolstered by their infinite wisdom and all-knowing power, assuring our people's safety for all time, in this world and the next. Where we sharpened the blade and mastered our magic, they bolstered the soul and spirit. Death would no longer be the end of our people, for our people. The ones we call the Makers, our new allies in this brutal world, have given us the security and death we fought so hard to achieve in life. We could find eternal peace. In our minds we rest such easy with the knowledge that those we fought alongside in battle would join us in the lands beyond the mortal plane. The strength of our ways, the purity of our essence, would by Maker law grant us passage to the great city in the clouds. There, our women and children, warriors and kin alike, would welcome us. We have adopted the holy doctrines of the Makers, gifted in exchange for the chance to earn eternal rest for our immortal souls in blessed Urdak. The covenant we held, now under the embrace of our new gods, fostered a peace we had never known. For they were unlike the first ones, whose presence offered no paradise from fear and the uncertainty of existence in a harsh and unforgiving world. The Maker's embrace was warm and guided us into an era of spiritual prosperity. Yeah, so the Makers, if you couldn't tell, that's would be familiar because the Makers are essentially angels. And Urdak is heaven, basically. But I get the feeling there's gonna be a Hell Knight somewhere. Unless I imagine things. Yeah, Hell's like so cool looking here in this game. Let the gates open. Wow. We get to explore that tower later. As to what that is, we will see later. Another... Oh, hello. Yeah. Alright, sweet. Where do I go to now? Okay, so there's another secret encounter there, so we'll do that. Eat it. Eat it, you big spider. Yep. Yeah, I know how these work. Seriously, look at this. Ain't that cool or what? Oh, yes. Sentinel battery. It's not a Sentinel battery, it's a... I have no idea. Yeah, they were fighting multiple, like, shots of that. Ooh, I know what that is over there. Let's see. I think that's the way I came from. So the only way forward is this way. Okay, so where was the secret encounter? It goes down this way? Or unless I'm mistaken. Ah, it's right here. Okay, good. Oh, these guys lost souls. Hate those guys so much. Though, there is one enemy type that will be shown later, but... Yeah, that's the one. There's one I hate so much. I won't be seeing him until later. Yeah, we're gonna be piling this thing in the next game. The Dark Ages. Ugh. Going more guts of a giant demon. Ow. Ow, it's a blood punch. There we are. There's another one here. Yeah, these guys, the Night Sentinels went into hell and fought them in their on their home turf. Fought the demons. I mean, and I think this is the last one we pick up. Go here and get the turret thing mounted. Or activated. Yeah, so if there's any secrets I miss out on, I apologize. Yeah, I apologize greatly if, oh yeah, there's another body of a Titan here. There's something over here that I want to get. So I think ammo's good for right now. Napalm Belch. Yeah, we'll go with this one. Because I need more health. Yeah, so the Sentinel crystals are the ones that give you like the armor and health upgrades. Hello. Ooh! Where's the spider boy? I just went down there! Oh, I just went down there. You silly goose. Oi. Anyways, get back up there. Oh yeah, this is a long mission. I just realized that. Get up here. Get ourselves a Slayer key. So these are important. So use a Slayer key to open a Slayer gate. As so. Once we have that, we go into a encounter here. Oh, there's a lot of them. Yeah, the number one rule about Doom, keep moving. Oh, these guys won't show up until much later. Ow. Yeah, these guys won't show up until much later. Those are the Dread Knights. Basically the Cyber Hell Knights. Ugh. Oh, where's last Didier? And that's it. There's a lot more Slayer gates where that came from. And these keys here open up a new weapon. What that weapon is, I won't spoil. Let's just say it's a returning weapon from an old game. Hold on, how much time I got left? Okay, I gotta make this quick. Alright, so stop lollygagging around and get to the point. Finish the level.
The Betrayer's life signal is nearby.
Ooh, we get to meet the Betrayer that we actually heard about from... Ooh, the Cackle Boy. Look at this tomato boy. Look at him. We get to meet the Betrayer, finally. And he's just in this door.
There are motion sensors and artillery everywhere.
There he is.
I told you all to leave me here. I am where I belong. Saving your people will not bring you peace. Only make the burden you carry worse. And now you seek to defy the Khan Maker herself. It is your people's time now to give penance, just as it was mine. Hear me, Slayer. When his heart is laid to rest, then his soul will be at peace. And so will mine.
Chekhov's gun much? Yeah, but that's the Betrayer. This is the guy that was mentioned in 2016 to have sold out hell so that way he can resurrect his son. And in turn, he was transformed into the Icon of Sin. I guess that's his Atlan mech right there. There isn't really much to this room other than just looking at the scenery. We got another codec entry, the Betrayer. Yeah, so that's what he is. The hammer will come into play later. That get an entry. After years of prolonged war against a demonic threat invading their world, Argent D'Nur launched an offensive strike across dimensions, sending their greatest warriors into the heart of hell itself. Despite their training and their preparedness, their honor was undone by deceit. Betrayal at the highest levels of command left Argent D'Nur's bravest warriors cut off and scattered in the hellscape. But of these last remaining Night Sentinels, only one remained in hell by choice. Betrayer of the Argenta. It was Commander Valen who relinquished the keys to the elemental sepulchre in return for his son's resurrection. Haunted by demonic visions, the image of his son's tortured existence plagued him without relent. The whispers of demons pushed him toward madness. At a moment of weakness, he fell prey to the demon's trickery, sealing the fate of Argent D'Nur and dooming the kingdom to which he swore a lifelong oath to protect. Valen chose exile in the hellscape for his sacrilege. Yeah, and this was actually brought up in Doom 2016 with the Wraiths. And we were freeing them at the end of the game. Alright, so let's get out of here. So, but Commander Valen was his name. And we're nearing the end of the level, so... Yeah. Fire and brimstone everywhere.
The extraction
What a
point
delight.
has been identified. I will mark its location on your HUD.
Another Atlan mech with a Titan corpse. Ah, there was a, right here. I'm gonna let it drop so that we can get it to it. Yes! Eh. Lots of platforming to be had in this game. Just gonna get a good look at the scenery. Really nice. Is that a coordinate? Actually, I'll save it until more of the bigger demons come around. Not including you. Oh! Die! Ow! There we go. Now we can fast travel, but let's check something real quick. Ah, dang it, there was like a... Ah, come on, there was a codex there? Are you serious? That's like the second time I missed a codex. So I have to go back and actually read these codexes. Alright, hold to continue. So we get to actually explore more of the place. Fortress of Doom.
You can now find the remaining Hell Priests by activating your Celestial Locator.
Nice.
The second Hell Priest is located in the northern region of Earth. I will calibrate the portal now.
The Arctic Circle, huh?
The hub has several areas locked off due to power constraints. Once power has been restored, you will be able to access the entire ship.
Yay. Yes.
Sentinel energy levels rising, re-establishing power to core and supplementary systems.
Yes, the ice bomb.
The ice bomb modification to your equipment launcher has been completed. Once fired, the bomb will douse nearby enemies in freezing gases. You'll have to manually toggle the launcher to fire either ice bombs or frag grenades.
Yep. So here's the music here. I won't play it just to avoid copyright. Oh yeah, that's a weapon that will be used later. Let's see. So this here is where you unlock the classic Doomslayer outfit. You got some more stuff here, so you need to collect those Sentinel batteries in order to actually access these upgrade points here. This guy will be used for later. And this is the new weapon that was actually teased for the Slayer Gates. Let's see. I think you'll get this after you beat 2 more missions. Let's see. I gotta hurry before things starts to go up here. So this is where you get the 2016 armor here, but there's a secret down there as well, so you gotta open that out to get to the secret. Let's see. Gotta go down here. We go down here. Yes, there's an Atlan mech there. You would think we would use it, right? But I guess not. But this will take you to the... Okay, so I don't have time for that, so... We'll go and do that laters. Yeah, so we'll go do that laters. We don't have time to do that. We'll punish them laters. Laters. Alrighty? Alright, good. I guess I'll explore more of the complex here. And I'll go into this one room here. This room right here would actually be special. So let's go over here. This will take you to the... How can Doom Guy breathe in space? It's Doom Guy we're talking about here. And this is where you get his armor from when he was a Night Sentinel. It was really nice. Let's go into that room. Why don't we? Because I gotta hurry on this, so... Fortress of Doom. I'll read that once we get to it later, but... Let me go over here. I'll type this in. Oh, wait. That's already unlocked for me? Well, I'd be. Guess I don't have to show it. Yeah, so this is where you get to play Doom 1 and 2 in this game. Oh yeah, this here? That's the entire reason why he's after the demons. Because after Doom 1, his family and his pet rabbit were killed by them. And there's the original 2016 armor here. The Argent cell from said game as well. Oh yeah, and there's the Soul Cube here too from Doom 3, which is really nice. And yeah, that's Daisy right there. And Doom Guy. Or Doom Slayer. Let me head back. Because I'm almost all out of time here. Oh yeah, so okay, let me go here. Yeah, so we're almost all out of time, so yeah, so that Exultia was a long one. Sorry if I didn't say too much, but I hope this I hope that actually interests you. Oh yeah, so if you want to know, if you're curious to know how you get Doom 2 on that, you type in Flynn Taggart, and that's how you get it. To get Doom 1, you have to get all the cheat codes. That are the secrets around the map. So yeah, and it's also a great way to actually play those games on Doom Eternal. So yeah, so you can run Doom in Doom. Ain't that awesome? Anyways, I hope you'll enjoy, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace out.